it's Jessica. Today I present to you the Libra key tutorial. From now on, I'm going to try and post 2 key tutorials every month. Depending on school and work and everything, that may or may not happen, but that is my goal, so hopefully I'll make it. And I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so first you're going to take a chunk of polymer clay. Here I'm using Fimo brand in gold. And you're going to want to cut a nice thin log that's going to be used as the body of the key. Next, you're going to take a paper clip and bend it so it's nice and straight, and that will just give your body of the key more structure and stability. Once the structure of the body is done, take another piece of gold clay and roll it out relatively thin, around 3 to 4 millimeters thick. As you can see here, I'm just sketching out a slight hexagon shape. Once that hexagon shape is smoothed out, you can feel free to insert the body of the key into the head of the key. As you can see here, it kind of poked out of the clay. If that happens, just take another thin piece of clay and lay it over top. Now we're going to work on the bottom of the key. Take a small blob of clay, poke a hole in it, and attach it to the bottom underneath the body of the key. Once you've done that, you're going to clear away any excess TLS, then take another ball of clay slightly bigger than the first, and stick it underneath that other ball of clay. Now we need to make the very bottom of the key, and the shape is a little like a horseshoe, only it's slightly different. So you're going to take a log of clay and you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to cut away little diagonals and make the round parts flat. Here I'm just flattening everything out a little bit because it was sticking up too much, and I'm just trimming away the excess that was in the way. Once the edges have been smoothed out, it's time to attach it to the body of the key. Simply stick your needle tool through the horseshoe, add some TLS, and attach them. Alright, now we're going to work on some decorations near the top of the key. You're going to take a really thin log and wrap it around the body right under the hexagon. Then you're going to do the same thing, only this time you're going to make a thinner log and you're going to put it right under that thicker one. After that, you're going to do the same thing, only this time it's an even bigger log than the first one, and I'm cutting it in a sort of oval shape because I want it to be more rounded than the other ones. Once it's on there, I'm just going to take my needle tool and push down the edges to try and make it as round as possible. Once that's done, I'm going to repeat that with 2 other round balls, I guess you could call them, except each one will be slightly smaller than the last. Alright, now we're going to work on some of the smaller details for the head of the key. First, you want to take some extremely thin logs and you're going to roll one side into a slight curl. Then you're going to cut it on an angle and attach another thin strip, and you're going to slightly turn that one in. Once you've made 2 of those, you're going to need 2 more thin strips of clay. And you are going to roll one end, and similarly to the last curl that we did, you're going to cut it on diagonal. Then you're going to do a very similar technique from the one before, and you're just going to attach another long strip also on the diagonal, and you're going to curl in. Only this time you're going to want to curl it so that it sort of looks like the number 3. When you have both of your little 3s, you're going to attach them near the bottom, and then once they're attached, you're just going to put them to the side as we'll be using them later. Next, you're going to want to make a slight pointed arrow shape, and this is going to go at the very top of the key. Once that's been attached with TLS, you're going to make 2 little curls, and you are going to attach them to the ends of the arrow. Right underneath the arrow and the curls, you're going to put 2 little balls of clay. Once those have been added, you're going to do the same thing right underneath them, only with a slightly larger ball of clay. Now it's time to roll out some thin, translucent clay. Here I'm just using translucent, and when I bake it, it becomes a bit more translucent than I'd like it to be, so in order to fix that, I would suggest adding a bit of white clay in with translucent. Now, basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your thin sheet of translucent and you're going to try and fit it into your key. Basically, trim around all the details and fill in any little gaps that you need to. Now it's time to add the detailing that we made before, and you're simply going to attach it underneath the largest ball, and you just need to trim things down until they fit right. Now we just need to attach the 2 leftover details, and you're going to attach it in between those top 2 rings and the bottom curl and the largest ball. I found mine was a bit big, so I just trimmed it down to size and reattached everything. Lastly, I am just sketching out on the translucent the Libra sign, and I am going to fill it in with a thin snake of light green clay. Before you bake it, I recommend putting a head pin in and securing it with translucent liquid Sculpey. Here is the finished key. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and let me know what key you guys want to see me make next. Thanks for watching. Bye!